internet, and soon to be metaverse. I hope you're all very well, bright, and looking towards the future. I'm going to give as much news in as little time today. So, ramping up the energy. There's so much to talk about in so little time. What I have up on my screen right now is why your future interview or job may be in the metaverse and how it will be. This is on Forbes. This was August 31st, 2021. More recently, I just watched this yesterday or 2 days ago. The Tesla robot, which is absolutely terrifying. I love how Elon casually mentions that we are both going to need universal basic income and that the top speed of his robot is 5 miles per hour, and so that we should be able to get away fairly quickly. So that's hilarious, and I love Elon's sense of humor, but this is terrifying. And Starlink is also huge. They've just partnered with Google a few days ago. I think exactly 3 days ago they partnered with Google, and now Starlink and Google will be sending. They have 1,742 satellites in space right now, and that's going to be able to connect everyone in the world together with these satellites. So the main problem with gaming and communication in general, I mean, look at a Zoom meeting, or if you're on Facebook Messenger, how it's in 720p mostly and 24 frames per second, and it sucks. It's slow, and the majority of the world just do not have gaming computers, and our phones are amazing but can only do so much. So with Starlink, it's going to create a virtual mesh around the world that is going to connect everyone with very fast Wi-Fi, and for affordable. These robots are going to take over labor in the United States economy. Elon says, what will the U.S. economy do without the need of labor? And that physical labor will be a choice. This is direct quotes from Elon Musk just in his interview here. He's already got Tesla trucks. I thought I had that pulled up here. Yeah, Tesla trucks. If you look 2 weeks ago, trucking's future takes shape as self-driving semi-trucks take on the road. Amazon driverless truck now driving 650-mile freight route. That was from 2019. Okay, so the first line of physical labor that we're going to see in the United States, I believe, is truck drivers are going to be gone this next year. So then will follow Walmart, shopping retail centers that do not need all of that staff. That's not necessary anymore, that physical labor, because security, cameras, robots are going to be patrolling with infrared and all of that. There's no need for silly little magnetic, X-ray. Look, you can see them moving. Silly little magnetic imaging when you have a robot that can just see through you. So anyway, but that's irrelevant. The mention of universal basic income was beyond, unsettling, and obviously right out of 1984 and Black Mirror. If you're familiar with the 10 million merits, 10 million credits or 10 million merits on Black Mirror episode, what do they buy with everything in the vending machine? It's just, an RFID chip, I think, and that's what it's all these conspiracy things. So, you just go and scan your arm, and those chips are already have been out for a year or two. I heard about them in like a Miami club, getting into a club with your chip and just scanning right in. So him mentioning universal basic income and that having to be a thing, which I fully believe, So we're going to that. So everyone's going to be given money because physical labor won't be needed. It's going to devastate the United States economy workforce, changing the landscape of jobs and life as we know it. So whatever they're doing behind the scenes here is this WorldCoin thing, which is terrifying for many reasons, of course. But so this is a new collectively owned global currency that will be distributed fairly to as many people as possible. So this is a one world global currency, a collectively owned global currency. That's what WorldCoin is. So can't put it in any simpler terms. That's what they're going to do. A UBI income based off of a crypto coin. What is the main problem between gaming and, the mainstream games are Call of Duty, Fortnite. Fortnite does not want you to sell your skin or sell any of your items. Call of Duty does not want you to be able to sell your golden assault rifle to your friend. The Call of Duty, Activision, Blizzard, they all want you to buy your stuff in the game, and then they want your friend to buy their stuff in the game. And they only want the money. They don't want you to be able to sell and trade between your friends. They say, oh, well, you can sell your account on eBay. Well, that's not the same thing as being able to have a marketplace that is active between users, and where the industry and the market sets the price, not one company. So this is putting the power into the people. So what is so since no one's going to have a job, they have a chef that can 3D print food, a robot chef that can 3D print food, and they have robots, and they have a WorldCoin. So what are people going to do for work to get money? Well, your job's probably going to be in this metaverse, most likely in some way, whether it's a play-to-earn game, where these games are now directly going into your wallet, into the real world, or you're going to be a collector of NFTs, or you're going to be a coach. You're going to be a game designer, or an architect, or an event organizer, or a fashion designer. Just like Gucci and Nike are making clothes, you can do a virtual and digital fashion design, creating skins for games, and creating the next suit for a Halo suit, a new watch for your character in Fortnite. You can make these in the 3D world and then sell them to upgrade skins, and the market will be driven by the users and the gamers and the players. Digital land. If you own and operate digital land, that's why I've been buying .com since 2013. I've bought well over 100 domains. I used to own standardliquids.com. I used to own everything, and I've let all of them expire pretty much, and I would have been who knows? Those were cool things to have. Because why did I do that craziness in 2013? Because that was digital real estate. So when you can own words and own the real estate, that to me was a no-brainer in terms of investment. So there will be virtual apartments. Think about Black Mirror and Ready Player One. He's living in he's living in this crappy little place, in this dystopian future. But in his world, people are going to pay to have this beautiful world. So it's very dystopian and crazy, but that's kind of what comes to mind for me when the World Economic Forum's quote of "you'll own nothing in 10 years and be happy." That kind of makes sense, is you'll be happy because this 3D world is going to get so immersive and so intense and so embodied. You're going to be it's going to be so immersive that you're not going to be able to differentiate between real and not real. So when you take off your headphones, your goggles, and these, look how clunky and shitty I'm sorry. Look how clunky this headset is compared to what we're going to have, it'll just be like my glasses. So, You just take these off, and then you'll be in your little, who knows where we'll be living. But the metaverse will be beautiful, and everyone is going to be connected through it financially and physically. The metaverse will always be live, and the metaverse will always be live, and just like a massively multiplayer online role-playing game, you can come in and out at any time. All your, your stuff, you can be, it's live. I mean, there's no, everything else is meant for the individual use, where you log in, you join a queue, and you join this thing. But with WoW or RuneScape, when you log back in, you go into wherever you left off, and everything is still happening around you, so it's really live. Just because you leave the game doesn't mean that the game stops. So it's an ever-growing, evolving, organic organism is the metaverse, and that's what we're going to. So, woo, that was a long 11 minutes, but I hope that news update wasn't too much, but you guys have some research to do. I encourage you to go and check out some of this news and think about what your metaverse profession would be. I know I'm going to be designing NFTs. I'm going to be working with designing games and lands and items for games, everything that's involved with 2D, 3D game design and world development, Decentraland and Sandbox. That's where I'm going to be. That's my niche. But what is your niche going to be? I also do coaching. I'm going to be doing art classes and NFT classes, art therapy, mental health. Mental health and substance abuse is my passion. Being an advocate for the neurodiverse and helping everyone become the best version of themselves in the smallest any way possible that I can is what I'm trying to do. So with my gifts and talents and abilities, with creativity and art, and with whatever I've been given, that's what I'm going to try to give you as much information about the world, the hyperverse and metaverse that I'm so involved in now. So good talking to you, and I hope to see you soon. And I'm going to go play some Forgotten Chain and get to mining in the meantime. So until then, take care and stay saucy, my friend.